because Floyd Mayweather's arrested.
It's over. This is not going to end well. This will not end well.
Help himself. He had to crawl under his rock, out of his rock, and make some noise.
Cold bombs. Yeah, that too. Cold. Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at. He owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell him get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Broken. Out here scamming people.
Boxers have responded to Floyd Mayweather's alleged arrest by suggesting that he may be struggling with no longer being in the spotlight. Many believe that Floyd is finding it difficult to accept not being the center of attention, with his recent behavior coming across as desperate. Oscar De La Hoya remarked that Floyd could be craving attention or possibly facing financial difficulties, referencing how often Mayweather makes headlines or speaks out publicly. Numerous observers interpret Floyd's actions as signs of his inability to walk away from fame. Moreover, Mayweather has been linked to an alleged $42 million scam involving a questionable investment scheme. Reports claim he promoted fraudulent businesses to fans and investors, raising concerns about his financial situation and hinting that he might be pursuing money and attention through high-risk ventures.
With Floyd, Canelo, Instagram, what's up with all that stuff?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, you know, he tried to steal somewhat of Canelo's thunder. He couldn't help himself. He had to crawl under his rock, out of his rock, and make some noise. And but look, he's retired. I mean, either he's hurting for attention or he's hurting for money. And you know, we strongly feel that, look, Canelo's the man right now. He's the highest paid athlete in the world, and then we move on and we go forward and we continue with our business.
Floyd Mayweather has openly criticized the notion of loyalty within the boxing world, expressing disappointment in fighters he once supported and helped elevate to fame. He highlighted how some of these very athletes now speak against him, despite the backing and opportunities he provided during their rise. He specifically called out Oscar De La Hoya, accusing him of being disloyal for turning his back on Floyd after benefiting from his mentorship and influence.
Absolutely. But it's so crazy. When we talk about loyalty in the sport of boxing, when we talk about loyalty, when you look at Canelo, there's Steven Espinoza and the Showtime team let this, and myself, we helped build this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in the sport of boxing.
Oscar De La Hoya acknowledged the significant impact their bout had on Floyd Mayweather's career, emphasizing that it was the turning point that transformed him into Money Mayweather. Before facing De La Hoya, Floyd was earning relatively modest fight purses. However, the high-profile match propelled him into mainstream stardom and immense financial success, cementing his status as a household name and an icon of wealth.
Before Mayweather fought me, he was making $2-3 million on my undercards. After beating me, Mayweather becomes Money Mayweather, and he becomes this global superstar. I think we sold 2-point-something million homes. I believe he made something like $8 million all said and done.
And what did you make all said and done in that fight?
I had to be closer to 80. You made 80 million, he made 8 million. So the negotiation was 90-10. Sometimes fighters don't understand negotiating the right way.
Outside of boxing, Floyd Mayweather has become entangled in legal issues similar to those faced by rapper Lil Uzi Vert, with both figures confronting lawsuits related to alleged mistreatment. Mayweather's enormous wealth has often emboldened him to act with a sense of impunity, using his financial power to do as he pleased without fully considering the consequences. This reckless pattern of behavior has repeatedly drawn legal challenges his way.
Y'all, it's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So the situation is crazy, man, because Lil Uzi Vert and Floyd Mayweather Mayweather are being sued for an assault that happened last June in New York, right? The whole situation is that the person that's suing them says that he saw Floyd Mayweather's truck and he went across the street while he was filming to get some footage of it, and basically the whole money team, you know, Floyd Mayweather's team and Little Uzi Vert came out of the truck and beat the crap out of him, right? It's crazy as hell because Little Uzi Vert responded and he said that he don't even know Floyd Mayweather, he was not there, and you guys got the wrong person, right? I've never seen Mayweather and Lil Uzi Vert in the same place together at all ever, and I'm guessing that it's probably somebody from Mayweather's team that kind of looks like Uzi, right? Either way, man, Uzi is wrapped up in this lawsuit. We'll see if they take his name off of it once they figure out what's going on, but yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Floyd Mayweather and golf legend Tiger Woods were both involved in a lawsuit accusing them of stealing jewelry from a store. This incident intensified public scrutiny over Floyd's financial behavior, adding yet another stain to his reputation. It painted a picture of someone who flaunts extravagant wealth but struggles with maintaining transparency and integrity in his financial dealings.
So have you heard about the $4 million RICO lawsuit that Floyd Mayweather and Tiger is being hit with? Wow. So apparently it's over some stolen jewelry and, or at least allegedly, and the entire story is pretty crazy, and the fact that they're calling it the RICO was pretty wild as well, because apparently there was some type of, at least what is being alleged, some type of scheme set up and ran by these celebrities in order to get away with taking free jewelry off of jewelers. So yeah, seems like...
Throughout his career, Floyd Mayweather has been relentless in preserving his identity as Money Mayweather. Regardless of how or where he obtained his wealth, he consistently prioritized flaunting his extravagant lifestyle. His obsession with public image often drove him to make questionable financial choices in order to sustain the illusion of limitless riches.
Blue, you know, this doesn't see a top. And so we got choices. Red, as you guys can see. Come on, follow me. Come on, let's go around. We got the choices. The original McLaren, as you guys can see. We got the Aventador. We got the Dawn. We got the Bentley. Another Rose. Another Rose. Spirit of Ecstasy, come on up. We got toys. The family, another Lambo. The keys somewhere for this. I see some keys right here. Oh, we got some keys right here. So, Spirit of Ecstasy, up again. Up again. You can see the seats.
YouTuber and boxer Deji publicly called out Floyd Mayweather, claiming that Floyd's supposed fortune is largely a facade. Deji alleged that the wealth Floyd displays is misleading and that the reality behind the scenes is drastically different. He also criticized Mayweather's deep-rooted insecurity, suggesting that his obsession with materialism stems more from internal conflicts than actual financial stability.
Fighting this man.
Yeah. How was he? Like...
Oh, so he's fake as hell.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. He's so fake and he's insecure as hell. And the thing is, I don't even care about saying all this stuff. Yeah, you're not going to fight me, are you, bitch? Okay. He's so insecure. So let me just tell you like some things that happened. Okay. So this was the Dubai podcast. For some reason, he's just making these noises, slah, 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 to his whole team, slah, slah, and just doing, just making some weird noises. It made no sense. And then one of my fans said, "Hey yo, Deji, I flew all the way from the UK for this." And then he you don't have to respond to that, but he responds being like, "It don't matter, man. You in Dubai now." Like why? Like
what do you call them things you get for Christmas? Those soundboards.
Yeah, literally.
Gervonta Davis, once promoted by Floyd Mayweather, made startling allegations that Floyd owes substantial amounts of money to individuals in Saudi Arabia. Davis claimed that Mayweather is not only financially broke, but is also involved in scams abroad to sustain his lavish lifestyle, painting a grim picture of the financial downfall of a once untouchable icon.
Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at. You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell him to get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Broken. Out here scamming people.
Gervonta Davis openly criticized Floyd Mayweather, prompting Floyd to respond by casting himself as the victim. Rather than addressing the accusations head-on, Floyd remarked that Davis had every right to express his opinion. He further stated that he still respected Gervonta and was proud of him, seemingly attempting to downplay the situation.
Tank Vince out on social media. He's been through a lot, throughout his life. So, but I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan, and a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, he's to me he's still a kid, and when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, about what's right and what's wrong. He got the job done, but my hat off to Ryan Garcia, tough competitor, tough fighter, and the best man won.
Despite branding himself as Money Mayweather, Floyd has reportedly been forced to take out bank loans due to growing financial troubles. Struggling with increasing debts, he continues to live extravagantly to preserve his public image, a habit that only deepens his financial instability. His need to maintain appearances has locked him in a destructive cycle of spending beyond his means.
I'm not sure how many of you have seen, and was it Floyd Mayweather? He did this interview, and he was talking about how he got a loan. He got a loan from a bank, and his new real estate deal is going to make him $300 million a month. You see that?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Now, the fact that he pointed out was that everybody knows that he got his own capital, which is money, right? But he still leveraged other people's money. Absolutely. So now he's making $300 million a month. Right. Well, he's going to, that's going to be his plan. So, just like I said, back to your example, right? The Airbnb. You get a place. I mean, there's a couple ways to do Airbnbs. Yeah. You can do it to where you're what's it called, subleasing, something like that. Yeah, subleasing. Mm-hmm. You don't technically own it, but the landlord's okay with it, or you can actually buy it. But in a situation where you're buying it, does cost money to fix it up, right?
Right. Floyd Mayweather's real estate ventures in New York City brought additional complications, triggering legal scrutiny. Authorities began questioning how he could afford such lavish investments despite his mounting debts. With his luxurious lifestyle clashing with his tax records, it became evident that Floyd owed substantial amounts to the IRS, yet had failed to resolve those liabilities. Meanwhile, Logan Paul accused Mayweather of withholding payment from their exhibition match. UFC President Dana White clarified that in boxing exhibitions, the promoter is responsible for collecting revenue and compensating fighters. Since Floyd served as the promoter for their bout, he held full responsibility for payments, highlighting serious concerns about his business ethics and financial conduct.
We got Floyd Mayweather back in the real estate news again. This guy's on an acquisition spree like I haven't seen in a long time. You got to remember, in October, he bought a portfolio of multifamily properties in around Manhattan for $402 million. Well, this time he went all in on office property for a $10 billion portfolio. I got this out of Real Deal, by the way. Now, some of these properties listed are 410 10th Avenue and Hudson Yards. You got Jersey City's Harborside Office Complex. You've got the Aon Center in Chicago and the old post office building in Chicago as well. So the portfolio includes a total of 18 buildings that take up to 10 million square feet of space. Now, he's not new to this. He's got office properties as well. He's got a pretty good portfolio so far. He's got 16 properties worth about $7 billion. He's going to add this portfolio to it, and he's going to be on a tear. So I hope he has a good marketing company as well. But congrats to him.
Frustrated by the non-payment, Logan Paul publicly announced his plan to sue Floyd Mayweather to reclaim the money he was owed. This legal move underscored the growing number of financial conflicts surrounding Floyd. Commentator Joe Rogan weighed in, suggesting that Floyd's motivation to fight Logan Paul appeared purely financial. Rogan pointed out the irony of a legendary boxer stepping into the ring not out of competitive spirit, but for quick cash. This shift in priorities led fans and analysts to question Floyd's legacy, implying that the pursuit of money has now overtaken pride for the former champion.
Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather just fought, and Logan Paul made $20 million, and Floyd Mayweather made $100 million, and they're looking at this like, hey, what about me? Like, how come I'm not making that kind of money?
Go through this with Mayweather?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's honestly bullshit. Like having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like, we made that mistake. But, you know, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot because he's a scumbag. Yeah. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, like, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out. And,
yeah.
But, like,
no?
Yes.
Jake Paul didn't hold back in accusing Floyd Mayweather of being financially broke, arguing that many are still deceived by Floyd's carefully crafted public image. According to Jake, the flashy lifestyle is merely a front, and the truth about Floyd's declining wealth is slowly becoming impossible to ignore. During the lead-up to their much-publicized exhibition match, Conor McGregor also attacked Floyd, mocking his literacy and labeling him as broke. McGregor's taunts struck a chord, further damaging Floyd's image and exposing the fragility behind his wealth-obsessed persona.
I have time for all of these guys. I'll fight anyone. I don't give a who it is. Even if they want to come and get some sparring in, let's run it.
Jake, now did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather?
Nah, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize. He gets these big checks and doesn't pay the taxes on it. And then the IRS comes hunting him down later. He owes a lot of people I know money. And Logan's deep down on that list, so I don't know if Logan's ever going to get paid. It's kind of up. Jake.
Conor McGregor further humiliated Floyd Mayweather by mocking his reported tax issues. By highlighting Floyd's financial troubles, McGregor intensified public speculation that Mayweather's fortune was far less stable than it appeared. These jabs added to the mounting public embarrassment surrounding Floyd's increasingly shaky financial status.
Great. I feel good, training hard. Did Floyd not take out his own jets? Floyd's got 3. You know what else he got? And he got 2 tax problems. That's what he's got. Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy.
It's hard to get out from underneath.
Right, it is, especially when I'm on top of you.
Devin Haney shared his personal encounters with Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of manipulation and dishonesty. Haney explained that while many are still blinded by Floyd's fame and opulent image, he recognized the deception early on. He revealed how Floyd masked his financial insecurity with grandiose displays, using control and image manipulation as tools to maintain his illusion of wealth and power.
He's just trolling. He's trolling. He's telling me he's trolling. So I'm like, nah, he's not trolling. He's not trolling. That's real. Like, it was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. What was your father saying throughout camp about that? He was same thing. Like, we was both going back and forth. Like, it gonna happen? Like, we could understand. We like, why the he wanted to start this now? Now, like, why all of a sudden he playing this crazy role now? Why do you think? On the outside looking in, what would you say? I don't know, bro. Like, when I seen it, I knew it wasn't right. Yeah.
The betrayal Floyd Mayweather inflicted on Devin Haney stands as a clear example of manipulation for personal benefit. Just before Haney's critical fight against Ryan Garcia, Floyd released a selectively edited sparring video portraying Haney in a vulnerable light. This act wasn't coincidental. It was a calculated move meant to undermine Haney at a pivotal moment. Instead of uplifting his protege, Floyd used their relationship to shield his own fragile ego, exposing the insecurity that lurks beneath his carefully crafted public persona. Floyd once preached a philosophy of spending freely rather than saving, claiming that true happiness lies in enjoying life's luxuries. He even admitted that he felt more fulfilled before acquiring extreme wealth. However, his ongoing struggle with unpaid debts highlights a fatal flaw in that mindset, a lack of financial foresight that continues to haunt him to this day.
But you throw a lot of money around, don't you?
Why not? You can't take it with you. I mean, there's no Brent trucks pulling up at no funeral home. So, I mean, you got to be able to enjoy your money, but make your money work for you.
Carpe diem, seize the day, live every day.
Absolutely.
That's Floyd Mayweather's strategy.
My strategy is I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, no matter how you look at it. just because I may wear a diamond, necklace or a big diamond ring, because another guy he wear a ring on his ring finger, and he's no better than I am. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's just sweeping his dirt under the rug, and mine is out in the open.
Money doesn't make people happy, but you've got a hell of a lot of it. And are you happy?
Am I happy? Absolutely. I'm happy because my children are happy. I'm happy because my mom is happy. I'm not happy because of the money, because I was happier when I didn't have the money.
In 2021, Floyd Mayweather and rapper Tyga became entangled in yet another financial scandal. Miami-based jeweler Leonard Suleimanov accused them of owing nearly $4 million for luxury watches and diamond jewelry. Although partial payments were reportedly made, the pair allegedly failed to complete the transactions, adding yet another chapter to Floyd's long-standing pattern of financial disputes and legal entanglements.
In 2008, three broke comics turned YouTube sketches into a $100 million empire. Adam Devine and Blake Anderson met at Orange Coast College, where they bonded over comedy. They were both regularly on the improv scene in LA, which is where Adam meets Anders Holmes. Now at the time, Blake and Adam were already shooting skits with Blake's childhood best friend as the director and film crew. His name was Kyle Nochek. He's kind of the fourth unknown member of the group. But after Adam met Anders, he decided to bring him in the group, and the four instantly hit it off. They then created a sketch group called Mail Order Comedy, where they uploaded all their skits to YouTube and MySpace. Then in 2008, they had their best idea yet, with a sketch called Fifth Year, about three roommates who partied through college and now are bumbling through life and work, if that sounds familiar. The sketch became so popular that Comedy Central actually DM'd them to see if they could make a show for them. And after a month of not answering them, they ended up pitching Fifth Year to Comedy Central, which would eventually turn into Workaholics. The first episode ran on April 6, 2011, and it quickly became a cult classic for Comedy Central. 7 seasons later, it's a streaming gold mine worth over $100 million. Then they spun that broke boy hustle into their 2018 Netflix film Game Over Man. Now over a decade later, these four turned living room skits into a comedy dynasty, showing you don't need big budgets to have something people will love.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next time.